you or anyone that you know of gone through stressing so much that they become frustrated or tired? Well, I have. I might be stressed out right now giving this presentation, which is hard on me. But also, OSHA has said that stress is a hazard to the workplace that affects the ability to work, which can also result in losing your job if it was happening continuously. And that being said, if stress comes from work, and also it can also come from going to school and pressures from school, excuse me, and also from your family life and other daily activities, which are called routine stress. And if stress is untreated, and it can also lead to serious health problems like heart disease or high blood pressure or diabetes. Those are all so dangerous to the body. Stress doesn't also just, affect us physically, but it affects us mentally and chemically in our bodies. So that being said, if stress is untreated for a long time, then stress will become dangerous and it will become also unhealthy to the body. So if we don't know how to treat it, that's fine. But we know the origins. What are the origins of stress? Where does it come from? And what effects does it have on the body? So stress can come from balance in school or work, or it can also come from family life and other activities, like I said before. And, I know people that go through stress on a daily basis, including myself and other students that go to my school. Stress can affect the body and the mind. Like, you will become irritable, and which could cause frustration and can affect not only you but your surroundings as other people around you, because of the way you're coming off to other people and the way that you're talking. And it will stress me out if you're stressed out. I mean, because you're affecting me like everybody else. And it could also cause you to be restless and tired from all of this, which could cause more stress because you have lack of sleep. And that being said, that can be also unhealthy to the body. So we know where stress comes from. So how can stress affect us in the long run? How can stress affect us long term? Stress can affect us long term from high blood pressure, which can lead to heart attacks or stroke, and also heart disease, which can also lead to heart attacks or stroke. These are major, major health conditions that can that can lead to death. We need to wake up, people, and know that we need to stop stressing and try to live our lives. So now what I also wanted to say is, how can it also affect us long term? It can affect us, our families, our friends. And how can it affect them? Well, if it's affecting you, then other people are going to see it also, and it's going to affect them. And it just not only affect you, but it can affect you as in, if you don't excuse me, if you don't treat it immediately, that it will affect your health and how you live. And you will just live to the point to where you're going to die, basically. And we don't need to live that way. So that's why we need to reduce stress and we need to stop it. This is a huge, huge thing. It's a big deal. I mean, come on, you guys, wake up. So, also, if stress is not properly treated immediately, it will result in the death, basically. Point blank, period. And also, if we know the long-term effects and we know where it comes from, we need to also know if we want to see another day, and if we want to live life to the fullest, then we need to get the proper treatment now, and before later it ends up in death. We also need to properly treat ourselves now so that we will not end in those situations. We won't end up taking medications and all this other stuff that can lead to other problems, and like stress and and high blood pressure or diabetes, which is not a good thing because all of this stuff running through your body, the chemical responses, this could take a toll on us. So I would like to close my argument, or my persuasion, and say thank you for listening to what I have to say, and have a good night.